So this one's called Peel. It came out last week. If I see you on the streets again, if I see you on the streets again, awful stranger, move closer. If I see you on the streets again, if I see you on the streets again, awful stranger, move closer. Hey, no, no, hey, no. I create. Lay your hands in such a way, your fingers twisted to create. I don't know what to say right now, but that's okay. We write it down. If I see you on the streets again, if I see you on the streets again, awful stranger, move closer. This one's called Boyface. Boy's face, you've got a boy's face. You got a boy's face, you've got a boy's face. You got a boy's face, you've got a boy's face. You got a boy's face, you got a boy's face. Body and breath to the air, your eyes a language, your tongue a temptress. Eyes follow you around the room. Little star being, I'll be over soon. Light it in your backseat, I breathe, take my tongue to and tell it to me. You can take the name. My jaw drops, your claws to the butt of my cheek. You take a bit. My jaw drops, your claws to the butt of my cheek. You take a bit. My jaw drops, your claws. Boy's face, you've got a boy's face. Boy's face, you've gotta find the middle, touch the edge. Body bereft, I caress, I can't find myself in another world. Again we share. Liked it in your backseat, I breathe, take my tongue to and tell it to me. You can take my name. Boy's face, you've got a boy's face. Boy's face, you've got a boy's face. Boy's face, you've got a boy's face. My jaw drops your claws to the fat of my cheek. You take a bit. My jaw drops your claws to the fat of my cheek. You take a bit. My jaw drops your claws to the fat of my cheek. You take a bit. My jaw drops your claws hit to the side of my cheek. You take a bit. My jaw drops your claws hit. When I behave, 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 release me. I've got nothing to say. I will look at you in my heart. It tells me to wait. I don't see what humans mean. Look at you and now I see the need. Fix me white knuckles on my skin. I want to be the one you play with. Fix me white knuckles on my skin. I want to be the one you play with. I don't get much, but I get enough. I don't get much, but I get enough. Fix me white knuckles on my skin. I want to be the one you play with. Fix me white knuckles on my skin. I want to be the one you play with. I don't get much, but I get enough. I don't get much, but I get enough. Fix me white knuckles on my skin. I want to be the one you play with. Fix me white knuckles on my skin. I want to be the one you play with. I don't get much, but I get enough. I don't get much, but I get enough. Release me. I've got nothing to say. I would look at you in my heart and it tells me to wait. I don't see what humans mean. Look at you and now I see the need. Red hot poker steam, roller finger twister, even better now together. Funny weather. Red hot poker steam, roller finger twister, even better now together. Funny weather. Red hot poker steam, roller finger twister, even better now together. Funny weather. Red hot poker steam, roller finger twister, even better now together. Funny weather. me a letter telling me you'll be better. I might not get anything else. Send for me. Send for me. I found the weather, it's moving like no other. If I get much better, I'll be here forever. Send for me. Send for me. Send for me. Send for me. Tracing places, tracing back pages. Have you caught my face? It's been ages. Tenderness took me twice around, so friends I've missed. Have you caught my kiss? Send for me. Send for me. Send me a letter telling me you'll be better. I might not get anything else. Send for me. Send for me. Send for me. It's moving like no other. If I get much better, I'll be here forever. Send me. Send me. Send me. Send me. Tracing places, tracing back pages. Have you caught my face? It's been ages. Tenderness took me twice around, so friends I've missed. Have you caught my kiss?
This week, we're very excited to say that we have PVA in session, and we're with them right now. How are you guys?
Hello.
Good, thanks.
Hello. Would you like to introduce yourselves for us, please?
Yeah, sure. I'm Louis on drums.
I'm Josh.
I'm Ella on vocals.
Lovely to have you
Amazing.
here.
Can I just say, Ella, amazing t-shirt.
Oh, thank you so much.
You've got a Nas t-shirt in the house.
Yeah, shout out.
Very cool. Can you give us some band lore? How did you meet? Make the story as romantic
How
and
did you guys glue together?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, well, me and Josh had a meet cute at a party. So that was pretty fun. Met in we came from such a wonderful music scene, really thriving, London, kind of Windmill adjacent, Five
Nice.
Bells. So just gigs all week, every week. It was amazing. Loads of good music coming out of that. And yeah, I met Josh.
I was like, I got a bunch of demos. I want to play them. You're
Yeah.
like, okay, let's do it.
Yeah. And then
So we played our first show that Ella was actually putting on, and put us straight at the top of the bill.
headliners
It's like
on the first
nepotism.
show.
Does that count?
Yeah, the exhibition. It was like an exhibition about narcissism, so there was some thinking behind it. But and then wonderful Lou came to see us play and was just like, you
Knew
need
Josh from secondary school.
Yeah.
So romantic,
nice.
playing in a psych garage rock band.
Yeah.
And what kind of bands were you playing with at the time in the Windmill scene?
I was in a band called Porn Star Martini. We did quite stripped back kind of riot girly vibes.
Cool.
Only did a few shows in that setup, but was really learned a lot from that. And yeah,
first one altogether was Windmill and Jerkskin Fendrix, wasn't
It was
it?
Independent Venue Week.
Independent Venue Week.
Black Midi played, I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, first gig altogether.
Altogether.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking about bands we were in before.
No, who
Well,
were we playing
just-
with like
yeah,
at the time?
Just in general.
Yeah,
Loads of
like
people.
Black Midi were about, Goat
Squid.
Girl, Shame, loads of amazing music, and also some bands that
Links
aren't
as
here
well.
anymore.
We were
Oh,
playing.
wow.
Links, Lazarus Kane,
Love Links.
Links is obviously still
all of that
here,
stuff. Yeah, it was great times.
Yeah.
Still good times.
For those unfamiliar, I mean, you've mentioned a few of the bands there, but can you give listeners who might be less familiar just a taste of what that kind of windmill scene is like and why it's so special?
Yeah, I think it's quite eclectic. There was like at the time a bit more kind of like sleazy, grungy vibes. Country, so that was quite interesting. We took a bit of inspiration from that at the start, and then kind of more kind of queer leaning electronic sounds with like Links coming in from Bristol, so that was super interesting. So yeah, it's just there was no, and like Black Midi making kind of crazy sounds. So yeah, there wasn't really like rhyme or reason, but I think it was just there were lots of spaces at the time, and there still are, but it's definitely more of a problem now with venues shutting down. But just lots of spaces that just had gigs that sort of had mixed genre bills, so you could just be playing with anyone. It wasn't like necessarily curated, but I think that's quite good because you pick up quite a lot from everyone.
Yeah.
I think what was good as well is that every weekend, like everyone would just come see like whatever's on. You just like show up.
Yeah.
And especially when we first started, like each show, we were just like trying out something different, and it was definitely a place where you could just like just try stuff out and see what happens.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's sort of really fundamental, isn't it? For
sure.
Like not just yourself as a band, but audiences as well.
Audiences and just like music in general. When you're starting out, like we didn't know what we were doing. We just like didn't know what kind of style of music we were really playing. They kind of knew we wanted to do something kind of electronic, but there's so many different avenues that can exist in. And so we were just like,
and it was like £4 in as well. That's so great when you can go to a gig and you're just not even like breaking the bank like every single. That's why we were going out so much.
It makes you want to take risks.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Thank God that did happen, and now you're here. And Friday, the album No More Like This is dropping.
Yeah.
Buzzing.
Yeah,
very excited.
so excited. Like 3 years in the making.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how long has this one been in the making?
Been a while.
Yeah, so what? Blush came out 2022.
22, yeah.
Yeah, so
3
yeah.
years,
We sort of started writing pretty much straight after, but we were touring Blush for a while, and kind of just like it was sort of like murmurs, and then we kind of really committed to kind of building this body of work, which felt quite different from Blush, but it was sort of just presented itself as quite different.
We knew we wanted to try something that really felt like all of our voices. And when we first started, we did a writing week, and Ella had some demos, and we were just kind of like feeling our way, and by the end of it there was like a few core tracks like Moon, which is on the album, Anger Song, Boyface was later, but they started to cement this idea about Send was one of the first ones, but started to cement this idea of kind of like what us three together like completely sound like, and then recorded it last February with Quake Bass at the Room Studios in Hither Green. Did it in like 10 days.
Wow.
Bosh it out.
Nice.
And can you tell us a bit more about the title, No More Like This? Is there a meaning behind?
I think it's like a statement of intent. I think it's sort of reflecting. I think one thing that Lou brought up with it the other day, which I found really interesting, was this, and Lou, you could talk more on this if you want, but like this idea of predetermined fate, and actually like a character kind of breaking that predetermined fate, and kind of like taking that autonomy. I think that was a really interesting take.
Yeah, definitely. Because there's themes like mythology, I think, but not like particular stories, just more of that, throughout stories of time, predetermined fates kind of seal people's like ends or their rises, and it's like kind of standing up against that maybe, and it's like less retaliating so much in the moment and kind of processing and coming back with clear a clear mind.
Writing a song about it, maybe.
Yeah, for sure.
Is that like that's quite a high concept thing? Is that like something that feeds into all of the tracks on the album as well, or was it just something you wanted to title it because you like the idea of that concept?
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of like grief on the album, and I think sometimes processing quite human feelings, you look to stories to do that, you know, because that's something that every human has experienced in the whole of history. So I don't think it was like we went in like, oh, we're doing a concept album about myths and stuff, but I think it was definitely we were looking to those stories as a way of the songs revealing themselves. And like also there's a lot of like stuff about the moon and the stars, and that's quite important, you know, more like the kind of natural world and how it kind of brings us to these conclusions was stuff that was in our mind a little bit.
Yeah. And what kind of stuff were you listening to at the time of writing the album? Because I noticed that you've got your own like inspo playlist.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, we do that often when we're starting to write, is that so that we can kind of like lock together as a three. We'll make a playlist of stuff that we were like listening to. There was, I'm trying to think what was on there. There was the Knife.
Lana Del Rey.
The Knife was on there.
Knife.
I think I saw Primal Scream, Caroline Polachek.
Yeah, I think Caroline Polachek was on there.
MF Doom, yeah.
Bit of Portishead was on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, listening Erykah Badu, like just listening around, I think stuff that was like quite groove oriented, stuff that was quite melodic as well. We're going a bit more melodic in this one.
Trying to think what random stuff. I usually chuck on one or two like really random electronic things as well that don't really fit, but I'm like, just let's seep in somehow.
Yeah, palate cleanser. Right, should we get into this session then?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
PVA. We have the second part of our session with PVA. Excited to say we've popped in for a quick chat with them ahead of that. Guys, we spoke in the first half about compiling playlists and what you're listening to inspire the album. But what do you listen to while you're actually making it? Or do you try and keep your palates clean while you're doing that?
Yeah, I mean, for this record, I was listening to this artist Confucius MC, who Quake, who produced the album with us. It's like one of his like best friends, and he'd just released an album, and I listened to it, and it's just like just like the right vibe. It's like kind of calming, like kind of makes you focus. And I don't usually listen. I don't know. Yeah, not loads of music when we're making an album, but that album kind of, which is nice. Like, so I live so close to the studio, so it's like 20 minutes on the bus, listen to that, and I'd be like, okay, like
locked
kind
in,
of sets
lock
you up
in,
for
get in the zone. Because you've got your PVA listens playlist, right? Is that does that get played on tours? Is it on the tour bus? Is it?
We've got quite a few. Lou is resident DJ
Curator
on tour. He's like such a crate digger. He finds some tunes, like it's crazy the deep cuts Louis can find.
Yeah, we'll definitely be building out that on tour, just adding stuff that we're listening to, and that's getting us in the mood for the shows. And
that speaks to the sort of democratic environment of the band, that you can nominate one person who's in charge of tour tunes.
Whoever's driving gets the aux. That's the rule.
Oh, it's a good rule.
Yeah, that's fair.
That
that's
checks
totally
out.
fair. I mean, I've noticed on your socials, on your Insta, you got some in-stores coming up to celebrate. Are they starting next week?
On Sunday, we're in Liverpool at
Jacaranda.
Great venue.
And then Resident on Tuesday, 27th, Rough Tradies on 28th. Yeah, we're really excited about those shows. We're doing we're reimagining 6 songs from No More Like This, maybe even more songs. I'm probably making up that number. With Ruby Kirikides and Tatiana Phillips, who are like harpist and cellist and just amazing musicians. And so we've been working on that, and they're just sounding pretty ethereal and amazing. So
we wanted to try to do something different from the headline show, so we kind of stripped everything back, got in some more musicians.
Dream editions.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, now very dreamy.
Is that? Are you going to be recording any of those? Any videos or anything?
Hopefully, we're getting the album out, and then but I think.
Sorry, I'm getting ahead of it.
No.
Album first.
No.
We'll record the shows for sure.
Yeah.
I'm just so interested in the harp and the cello.
We'll record the shows, and then if they go well, we'll chuck you a little bounce of one of them, and then
Thank you.
We've got that on record. You said that on mic. You promised us. Should we get into part 2 of this session then? PVA.
This one's called Enough.
That was amazing.
So
that bass line in Send. Oh, wicked.
Maybe want to turn all the lights off in here.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say.
To be honest.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Absolutely.
Oh, no,
It was a lot of fun.
Thank you so much.
PVA live in session.
Live in session.
Big Stadium.
Yeah, can't wait to see that live. You've got some dates coming up as well. Obviously, the in-stores starting on Sunday, and then live shows throughout till the end of February. But PVA, thank you so much. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Till next time.